This is the story of one girl. She represents millions of lives whose innocence has been robbed to service a billion-dollar industry. Her name is Nora. Born into poverty, she was vulnerable to abuse and exploitation, not only from her own father and brothers, but also from neighbours who believed it was their right. She knew that education was her only way out, but keeping up with school was hard when some days all she could think about was survival. Finally, someone heard her cries and responded, and she was taken to a local centre where she was able to receive the necessary mental, physical and emotional support she needed to rebuild her life and dream again. From victim to survivor to empowered young woman, Nora is the embodiment of strength and resilience. In 2016, she graduated from the Royal University of Phnom Penh with a Bachelor of Psychology. She is a beautiful, strong and educated woman who has chosen to use this gift to help other victims and survivors of exploitation and abuse. So how can Australians 7,000 kilometres away from Cambodia help girls like Nora?
I have to say I was embarrassed at how little I knew, and it's happening, in my suburb, in my city, in my country, and I think it's really important that we understand what's going on in our backyards.
It's easy to sit at home and read about it or see it on TV and just think, oh, this is so horrible, but to come over here, hits your heart pretty hard and you open up a bit and you start welling up, and seeing what happens really just strikes a chord within you to really make a bit of change.
If we're feeding them about having a real change in this heinous crime, it needs to be action taken by men.
There's over 30 million people enslaved today. Another 2 million children will be sold into slavery next year, which is absolutely extraordinary.
It's not something I've ever had any direct experience with. It's not something that there's ever really anything I can actually do to shape it, or that it was actually a big problem. It was actually more so ignorance of it in its entirety. When I first heard about it, I was quite shocked.
We believe in an empowered world where every person can take action to support girls like Nora. Our community raises awareness and funds to support established projects in the Asia-Pacific region. We allow our impact partners to concentrate more time and resources on delivering quality outcomes, while we use our skills and expertise to alleviate the burden of cost. By hosting events, international sporting challenges, driving media outreach, facilitating corporate partnerships, and creating social enterprises, Project Futures has built a network of socially minded professionals, students, and community groups willing to use their time, talents, and expertise to effect real and lasting change. Poverty, migration, and a lack of education makes people desperate and therefore vulnerable to exploitation. Project Futures seeks to combat this in 3 ways: prevention, support services, and empowerment. Project Futures Network has raised millions of dollars for anti-human trafficking projects and the people they support. But this is just the beginning. There are many more Noras out there. We need you to continue our story and to help transform and restore the lives of those at risk and affected by human trafficking and exploitation. Join us now and help put an end to human trafficking.